Welcome to Motor World, your go-to channel for everything on two wheels. Whether you're a seasoned adventurer or a weekend warrior, today we're diving deep into a legendary name in the dual sport world, the 2026 Kawasaki KLR 650. With a heritage that spans decades, the KLR has always been known for its reliability, ruggedness, and no-nonsense approach to adventure riding. But how does the 2026 model stack up? Is it still the unbeatable budget ADV bike, or is it time for Kawasaki to rethink their strategy? Let's find out. Overview of the 2026 model. The KLR 650 has long held a special place in the hearts of dual sport riders. For 2026, Kawasaki has kept much of what makes the KLR special while making subtle but meaningful upgrades. The bike retains its 652 cubic centimeters single-cylinder, fuel-injected engine, a workhorse known for its torque and simplicity. But this year, the engine gets minor tuning adjustments aimed at smoother throttle response and slightly better fuel efficiency. It's not a revolution, but it's a smart evolution that enhances the ride without compromising the KLR's character. The design language also remains true to form: tall, rugged, and unapologetically utilitarian. However, new graphics, a more aerodynamic fairing, and a sharper LED lighting setup give the 2026 model a slightly more modern look, bridging the gap between old-school adventure and modern practicality. Performance and ride quality. Let's talk performance. At first glance, the KLR 650 might seem underpowered compared to modern ADV bikes, but that's never been its goal. It's about dependable, real-world riding, and in that realm, it still shines. The 2026 model delivers around 40 horsepower, which may not sound like much, but it's more than enough for off-road trails, gravel roads, and long stretches of highway. The power delivery is linear and forgiving, making it a great choice for beginners, while still satisfying more experienced riders looking for a relaxed touring machine. Suspension remains familiar, a 41mm telescopic fork in the front and a Unitrack single shock in the rear. It's not high-end, but it's perfectly suited for light to moderate off-roading. Kawasaki has improved the damping slightly in the 2026 model, making the bike a bit more comfortable on rough terrain without sacrificing on-road composure. Technology and features. Kawasaki knows its audience, so don't expect cutting-edge tech. However, the 2026 KLR 650 does get a few welcome upgrades. A new TFT digital display replaces the old LCD dash, providing clearer readouts, smartphone connectivity, and basic navigation prompts. There's also an updated ABS system, now switchable for off-road use, a much-requested feature that finally makes its way into the lineup. USB-C and 12V charging ports come standard on all trims, a nod to the modern adventurer who needs to keep devices charged on the go. The KLR still doesn't overwhelm with tech, but what's included is purposeful and practical. Ergonomics and practicality. The KLR has always been about comfort over long distances, and the 2026 model continues that trend. The seat is wide and supportive, the handlebars are tall and neutral, and the footpeg positioning is perfect for both seated and standing riding. The bike's 432-pound wet weight is noticeable, especially off-road, but it carries it well thanks to a low center of gravity and predictable handling. With a massive 6.1-gallon fuel tank, the KLR 650 offers incredible range, easily topping 300 miles on a single fill-up. That alone makes it one of the most practical choices for riders looking to cover serious ground without constantly hunting for gas stations. Luggage mounting points are still built in, and Kawasaki's optional hard panniers and top box make it easy to outfit the KLR for full-on adventure touring. Value and competition. Perhaps the biggest strength of the KLR 650 has always been its value. The 2026 model starts at just under $7,500, keeping it far more affordable than most ADV bikes in the market. Even fully loaded with ABS and luggage, it remains a bargain. When you compare it to rivals like the Yamaha Tenere 700 or the KTM 390 Adventure, the KLR may lack performance and features, but it wins big in simplicity, durability, and cost of ownership. It's not the fastest, lightest, or most high-tech, but the KLR 650 was never meant to be. It's built to last, to get you through remote trails, and to bring you back without a fuss. Final thoughts. So, is the 2026 Kawasaki KLR 650 worth it? Absolutely, if you know what you're getting. This bike is for riders who value dependability over dazzle, simplicity over sophistication, and adventure over outright speed.